Kedu enwe spirit a na-akpọ spirit of Aluta. And yeah, and that is the indefatigable spirit that you possess. How was it then and then? How do you think keyboard now?
You know, usually when I during the time I'm going to Aluta, there's no Aluta now. I just told you here now. I say, people get that somebody neti salary as high as also they hosted what they call it, the lodge fees as high as 300,000. 200,000 for a single self-contained pelumpe.
Everything
even
inside.
Sometimes we share toilet. In Anna 300, 350, 400,000. It can't happen during my time now. Just John. Get a arrest student go nifte. After arrest ya go na be go fries. You arrest them. Try it under my own now. Keta as a manner of people, there were no way of even checkmate home how can I consume. You have go to learn school. Keke, I learned yesterday, I say it, bo 200 naira. Go me keke na 200 naira in school. Go them. Just tell me. Imokama, ichuna ta keke na school. Keta ama fuza na ihe happen wepo 0049. Get that man for the 1,000 something. Which we are keke never number here go 1,000 something. I stopped at 49. The first 49 keke that applied inside Unizik bomwa. Mele the first and to 4 bomwa what total. So come a number of keke. No school. No now you can't. So here's the Aluta. A good na go get na election then boo. Be campaign to and I go inside the Aluta, gentleman no deal. Inside the Aluta, gentleman no deal. My brother inside the Aluta, gentleman no deal. Inside the Aluta, gentleman no deal. And when you hear name is Kata, in fairness, so we are gone. Well, it's not to confront people. Politics have gone beyond confrontation, but you engage. Serious engagement with facts. If you work on landlord, one diaba, room so no one piano, guardian or guy because no Nankaya walk. Here you low here, Kenya aka.
Yes,
I'm a business component. Mana here you look first of most. Kenya aka
the shelter problems.
A commercial issue. You appeal to the conscience. You serious engagement. You engage and then I'm on the meeting now. Just go can then around get a mom. Yeah, maybe you have to invite them to do. I think I can. I think teasers can go over there. Friday can. Joe Nelson, mayor president. Keta go here akuna queue. Moko get na president and akuna queue about transport. With that discipline now. And akuna queue. Yana kata biya sasi yon just name. You stay on queue. You stay on right on queue.
Organized.
Very organized. So here na the housing. And it is failure of leadership. It has nothing to do with the school management. It's a failure of leadership. Anokumna Unizik ananokuna in the SUG their transport.
DOT
anakwa that is the male IGR. Because the president Anaplanaka did not engage right. I don't think I try and again come on. The management wanted to take that route under me. I engage because I do a lot of things that require money. Do a lot of PR. I was always on press and on our cost to ego. I was always on visitations to engage even a stakeholder. At that time, I was also engaging Kamana School Unizik take-off grant. Unizik was never paid a take-off grant. This was under a daily champion those days. Say Unizik take-off grant. Unizik as a investor and you have take-off grant. Luotata. It's my on the federal government. I'm on a press. I'm a host to meeting. Where will I get the money? And I buy like fuel. School. On Monday, I bought July. I bought like 60 liters. So the fuel I go buy on Wednesday. So if I must be on road Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I must go and go as a student. All that transport. Their expenses. NM. And meanwhile, all students bo they use those facilities. The transport they under students. So we have consequence student union president. Meanwhile, we also pay student dues that the management don't account for. They don't account for it. The management doesn't account for that money. Yes. Why that money no hanaka? They can't. It's here. They can't balance. They can't. As again, so August weekend and they salary. Get an opportunity of either school approve.
SCG president on salary.
Yes, at the end of the year.
Okay.
Abokego times 10 months. Technically 10 months can school pays and salary. At the end of the year, I come salary. I was paid salary with other executive and the appointees. They pay on the SRC and the pay salary. I'm not at the end of the term. So if you must engage in all this, you need little money.
Yes. Do you feel like people are saying that Aluta died the moment Nobile was also export that time because Nobile the last person? I think I was in Canada then.
I was in UK.
Yes.
And I remember contacting Nobile on Facebook. I told him, nah, cool.
Okay.
His mode of engagement, in all fairness, even though he was fighting a cause, the right cause.
Just cause.
The just cause wasn't the best way to go about it. Engagement, Amaka, having no problem with you, you can't confront management. It becomes a responsibility. But you can engage. Periodic engagement. With that issue. So he came out on a very offensive level, and
yes.
The management felt confronted, and they had to take that decision. They took the decision, and the student couldn't even demonstrate. A fellow. So if now you are on your own. He will win both the students and the management. To be a good union leader, you must be a deal maker. And that I have going for me. If I want to get something, I know the right way to go about engaging. Because if you engage well, you get whatever you want to get. You don't need to confront. I told Noble. But I'm glad he has made tremendous progress. He read I think PPE, politics, philosophy, economics. And he's doing well.
Yes.
Yes. Recently I was in UK. We chatted, but we are both far apart, so we couldn't meet. So, but that's confronting doesn't really mean Aluta. Politics have gone beyond confrontation to conversation. We must hold conversation. Very genuine one with open-mindedness, because Nalaba day 3. Here na for 3.
Yes.
Here na for M. Here na for here mala for abo W. Here nko la for abo E. Depending on where you are. Ide kita 3. To na for M. Oya na for W. Oya na for E. Oya na for 3. So you must at every time
perspectives
hold that conversation and see how you can come together, how you can agree, and there's no end to conversation, to engagement. All work or tata. you go to something for you a middle point. Akuzela in a France business school. You have a middle ground. Oh, okay.
Halfway.
If you're halfway.
Come halfway.
In cases here, instead of in a culture transport money, why not create an account? Ebe go yalaba. Ka need ego. Edelungi eje na account ogwupụta ozugbo. Nwe need the urgent. Ina agwagolo ha that na time ade na need the key wala around this thing. Get around what you kwuo. I feel na decha what it but not something yele them letter for. Okay, because secret ka people kwa jeba main account to school. Yeah. There are many ways, for instance, to engage and have it successfully executed. You will get to the island as you can from there. We make it can stop quick account and obakwaga. So you got that. So but it's all well.
That's that.
I want to make healthy living a culture in our society. The turn of to make exercise, sweat. That sweat is very important. Ibana garden, bela ni very natural food. Or if your body need it, just nyobana day to chukusike.
In the history of SUG election, I feel no ngwayana your mentee, just like you said, not easy. Bugo onye nkuzibu SUG. And then so that was the trajectory. Professor.
No, it's not true.
They were actually helped.
Nobody helped me. How? In terms of rigging? How can you rig election? You don't know how election is done in Unizik?
Very.
It's very transparent.
Yes.
You give you names of people, you go there and tick, and then they count it there. You have agent there. So where are you going to rig election from? Engineering, I have a lot of people in engineering. I won in engineering. Even when they had the guy they call Yaradua contesting. I contested with the guy they call Yaradua from engineering. I defeated him in engineering.
Nabi.
Yes, I defeated him there. The only faculty I didn't get, I won in pharmacy, Agro. That was when Esimonye was the dean of faculty of pharmacy. Was the dean. I worked with him closely as SUG president. I did my campaign in Agro and I won in Agro. So I won 9 faculties. So clean. In fact, the distance between me and the second runner-up was over 300 votes. So how can I rig? No, yes, I've had it that because people will always have to tie something to something. I've had it that people say, and my only response would be, was it same my mother that voted? How did any lecturer even play any role there? How could a lecturer still play a role in the student election? Even if mass students voted for me for the sake of my mother, that was the HOD then. Out of those in environmental sciences, all of those in law. Well, I didn't win in law. All of those in faculty of art. I won in faculty of art. Had a lot of people in theater arts, in English department. In fact, one of the now Dr. Emmanuel Ugu of English department then.
Okay.
An Anglican, he's an Anglican priest now. He was very staunch Anglican. He was the one that even impressed it on their reverend that he will have to openly endorse me. He's a lecturer now. So I think he's get associate prof. He's from English department. He will galvanize for me. So too more be them in theater arts. He was my lecturer in my later became my lecturer in my community theater that we did at Nibo. So they all came out all for me. So how was people now? And meanwhile, 7 persons in my that later emerged as SRC members. I was also sponsoring them. At least I gave them drinks. How I did my election was I gave them packets of Don Simon to go and share to their own stakeholder to win. To also, so in the process they were campaigning for themselves for SRC and they were campaigning for me. Did you get? Those contesting as we were contesting SUG president, there are people who contest for SRC. The influential and the vocal this thing. I bought their form. I encouraged them. I gave them to share to their departmental cost reps and all, to get them vote for them and indirectly vote for me because they were campaigning for themselves to go to SRC and they were campaigning for me as a SUG president. The guy I later helped to become speaker was my agent in environmental science, Obinna, from Enugu State. I was one that bought his phone for. He was also University hostel. And 7 of them, by the way, are from University hostel. So I had 7 SRC members for University hostel.
Wow.
So how did my mother play the role? You know, people are funny and people just talk blindly. But the fact is, there's no how you influence the whole school.
No, there's no way.
Faculty by faculty, the result is counted, cast and counted. Here, you write. And at the end of the day, you come to admin blog. And so how are you able to read?
Mayor, how was Godfatherism then? Maka na mụ apụtakwu mgbe nke 2012 or so. Anyị masị mgbe I jefu onye dịka Bash mgbe one Bash, you know, I jefu
I didn't work with any Godfather.
But was there
they were Godfather. I just told you that the immediate past president was supporting effective Emma.
Okay. Yes.
The current mayor of Awka North was the Australian president. I served him with the effective Emma when he wanted to campaign for somebody during my own time because he couldn't put a successor because his successor was unopposed and even the successor was supporting somebody else. He was supporting an engineering student, Jaradua. He didn't support me. Okay, well, so the first 2 presidents were not supporting me, and they were even going as far as pushing people from my camp to come and join them. At the end of the day, I still won.
Before you buy any land or property, make sure you are buying from a government-registered and reputable real estate company. And I recommend Pine Leaf Estate and Properties Limited.